Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make the most delicious gray squash ever. So it's going to be a very creamy, scrumptious gray squash, and it is literally my family's favorite. I used to love this growing up. So let's get started. So I'm starting off with some green bell peppers, tomatoes, and onions, and let me see if I can zoom in on this. But it is like very finely chopped. You will need to cut all the vegetables in very small pieces because we want them to basically dissolve in the sauce we're going to make. You are going to need some butter, and I like this sweet and salty butter that I get from Costco. You're obviously going to need some gray squash, and I like to cut them kind of thick, if you can see, because I like it when they when they cook all the way, they'll get really soggy, so I like to have something thick. And also you're going to need some cream cheese. And if you've never seen gray squash, this is what it looks like. So they're just very small. They're very affordable. You get them at the store. And yeah. So I think this is about 5 gray squashes. I'm going to go ahead and cut this one up. I just wanted to show you guys what it looked like in case you guys had never seen one. And let's get started. So I forgot to mention, but this is what I'm going to be using to season my squash. So I'm Hispanic and I cannot live without this. I grew up on this. It's like insane not to have this at home. So this is what I use to season this, and it's going to be delicious. It's the only seasoning I'm actually going to use. So I've thrown in my butter. I used about 2 tablespoons of butter. So I threw them in there, and I'm going to go ahead and place all of my vegetables, and I'm going to cook them for, I don't know, about 1.5 minutes until the onion is completely translucent, and so is the green bell pepper. Okay, so my vegetables are boiling now with the butter, so I'm going to go ahead and throw in, oops, it's getting steamy. I'm going to go ahead and throw in all of my squash. Okay, I threw in all of my squash, and I'm going to try to get all of my vegetables mixed in together. See if I can do this with one hand. But basically I'm trying to incorporate all of the vegetables in my squash. And I'm going to add the smallest amount of water. Not sure if you can see that, but it's just the tiniest bit of water. Just going to throw it in there. And I had my stove at medium heat, and as soon as I threw in the squash, I just lowered it. So I just lowered the heat because I don't want my vegetables to get burnt. I don't want the squash to get burnt. So I'm just going to try to get it all in there. And once you've done that, just go ahead and cover it and cook it until the squash is literally almost falling apart. It will get so soft, it will look like it's falling apart. And I'll come back and show you guys what that should look like. Okay guys, so it has been a few minutes. I would say it's been like 10 minutes. And do you see how the squash is like falling apart? It's like so soft. This is exactly what you want. So once it's at this point, I'm going to go ahead and add some cream cheese and then my seasoning. So I'll go ahead and show you guys that. I just can't do it with one hand. Okay, perfect. So I added my cream cheese, and I added about, I don't know, a little bit under half of a box of cream cheese. So I took about like a little bit less than half, and that's what I added. And then I'm going to go ahead and I add a lot of chicken bouillon. I add about like this. I think I'm going to add 2 of these. 2 of these bad boys. Okay, my cream cheese has melted and this is ready. And I'm going to go ahead and serve this. Okay guys, my squash is now ready. And it is delicious. I can't wait to eat it. So growing up, we used to eat this as a side, or sometimes my mom would just make it as a whole meal and she would just serve it with rice, and this was our meal when we were doing like meatless meals. this is something that we would eat, and it's delicious. It's also very keto friendly, so if you're doing the keto diet, this is great for you. And honestly, just give it a try. This is super delicious. It's one of my favorite meals or sides. Everybody in my family loves it. When I first made it for my husband, he couldn't believe it. He was like, this is the best thing I've ever had. It's honestly so good. Just give it a try. I promise you will love it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Let me know if you guys want to watch any more cooking videos. Bye!